Hello, everyone. This is Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are, have been with me from the very beginning and are coming back to check me every single time that I post, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. So I thought that would start with a little bit of reading. Although I wanted to say I did get a weird download the other day. So it seems that for a lot of, empaths or earth angels or people that are just like tapped in, you know, I was speaking to someone, and it seems like a lot of us are getting these weird dreams with these weird consecutive numbers. I'm not sure if this is happening to you. If it is, please comment. So if you're seeing like 555, 444, just repeated numbers, and it's just like it's been like a constant thing with the theme of whatever is developing right now in the universe. So this is happening to a lot of people. Obviously, the universe wants us to kind of like tap in to that energy and see what kind of, what develops. Things are happening every day. Things are happening in the ethers, every single minute. So just pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to those downloads. Write them down, because there may be messages in there for all of us. I count myself as part of the collective, so I definitely have had some really weird, strange dreams with repeated numbers constantly. So, this is happening to a lot of us. So just take it, take that information, use it wisely, and, just keep your spirit team close to you, so that way you're able to sort of, kind of like try to tap in a little bit more and figure out what those messages are specifically for you, okay? So let's see what messages right now you have for the collective. What messages do you have for the collective regarding what they are thinking about, what they need to know? What messages, please and thank you. Let's see. Okay, all right, so you are right now ending a cycle. That cycle has ended, whatever cycle that is. It could be a cycle at work, a cycle at home, an emotional cycle, a cycle of bad luck. You've been working a lot, okay, to put this behind you, to end this cycle and to end it accordingly. I'm here. Okay, so your team has been trying to help you and protect you along the way. You have, a couple little bumps here and there, okay? A couple of bumps here and there, but you nonetheless finish this cycle, all right? Let's see what other messages pop up. There still may be some stagnant energy from that, okay? You may residual energy from whatever's happened. So for some of you, you may still be feeling that, all right? That may be hearing, if you're try not to be too negative, okay? Because that will impact how you move. The quicker you move through this energy, the better it is for you. So the less negative you are, the better, kind of thing, okay? Yeah, you're definitely fighting. You've been fighting. This has been a war for some of you that has lasted maybe 3 years, okay? Oh, and I even heard for some of you, maybe a generational thing, maybe 3 centuries. For some of you, you may have Nordic heritage, okay? Ravens may be very important. Ravens carry wisdom, okay? They carry messages. So again, pay attention to those messages, okay? Thank you. Okay, so for a lot of you, yeah, you have alchemized a lot of this energy. You have alchemized a lot of these struggles. You have turned into a magician. I'm hearing you are the magician in this family. So for a lot of you, this is a generational fight, a generational battle that you have undergone, okay? You have been through it and then some. But right now, you know, your ancestors and your spirit guides there are still with you, and you're like their baby, okay? You're like their baby. They want you to keep going, keep seeing things with a little kid's perspective, okay? Not that, you know, for some of you, there may be something, not that you're naive, okay? It's just that you tend to look at things like a child, very innocent, okay? You're very innocent in a lot of aspects, okay? You may have a really, really great heart. And sometimes people with great hearts, they kind of get beat up by a lot of people. They're misunderstood. But, you know, because you're so loved by your team and because you have done so much, you are the favorite, okay? You're the favorite kid in your lineage, okay? Regardless of how old you are. And for a lot of you, you may be saying, if I'm the favorite, why have I gone through so much? Because your lineage, your family, the people that came before you, they knew that you were going to be a badass, okay? And for a lot of you, you may be saying, well, if I was such a badass, why has it hurt so much? You know, a lot of warriors go through a lot of different things, okay? And you have been that warrior for your family, along with many, many, many lines of ancestors that have gone through a lot of different things, okay? You have, you know, picked up that battle, that shield, okay? And you have fought that fight, okay? You have gathered the troops. You're the one that kind of gathered the troops and said, we're going to go in, you know, go in and we're going to figure out what it is that needs to be done so I may be able to help my lineage. You know, this may have been some sort of weird lesson that, you know, a lot of people in your line needed to learn. You know, it could have been a karmic debt, okay? But this, all of this battle was going to lead you to this. It was going to lead you to the King of Pentacles. It was going to lead you to success, to abundance, okay? And that's how your lineage, you know, kind of worked it out. Yes, you know, you had to go through a lot of bumps and scrapes. Yes, it took a while for, you know, this cycle to end and for a lot of hard work to be put in. You know, you had to, you know, battle and gather your strength maybe when, you know, you barely had anything to give. And for a lot of you, this was a long process, okay? For some of you, you know, it wasn't a long process. It could have been something that, you know, maybe you went through for, you know, 2 or 3 months. For others of you, it was, I'm hearing, hundreds of years, okay? Hundreds of years. Okay, I'll take that. And again, but you were victorious. You came out of this fight victorious, okay? You came out of this struggle victorious. One more, please, and thank you. Thank you. Yep. Because those struggles helped you see it looks like, okay, so the struggles that you faced, it seems like every, okay, so every time someone was born in your family, let's put it this way, your ancestors tried to pick, let's say, a chosen one, okay? This chosen one, they gave them the opportunity to, you know, do it better than the next, you know, than the previous family. So little by little, everybody was doing better. And I don't mean just monetarily, I mean spiritually, okay? I mean like better in the sense that a lot of different things were not passed down, meaning, let's say, alcoholism, toxicity, domestic violence, you know, abuse. You know, little by little, it was like each family and each generation had their work cut out for them, and little by little certain things in that family was left behind. Okay, by doing that, okay, little by little, because you were your lineage was working on their karma, they started to amass wealth and abundance. Okay, and wealth and abundance, not just monetarily, but wealth and abundance spiritually. Okay, so it's come now that, you know, the universe or spirit, you know, wants to say, hey, we've done all this work, we've gone through hell and back, we've learned our lessons, we've, you know, we've put in the time, and we know that we came out of it, we've come out of, you know, we've learned our lessons, our generational karma has paid off, you know, we're ready to receive. We are ready to receive. And Spirit is quite aware that your generational karma and your generational lessons have paid out. Okay? One more, please, and thank you. One more, please, and thank you. Thank you. Yep. You know, and you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your family's labor. And for some of you, this is going to happen very, very quickly. Okay? Very quickly. I feel like I have to, like, change these two. Yeah. Because although they see you as their child, they want to make sure that whatever comes in for you, it comes in swift. Okay? For some of you, this, you know, whether it's wealth, you're definitely protected, but something is going to come in very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay? So for some of you, you may hear of a job. You may hear, there's some news that you're going to hear. To be very careful, use your discernment, because there are other people that are maybe after what is yours. Okay? So, you know, as you could see, there are 7 cups. There's 3 in that mirror. So are there actually 7 cups there? No, it's a mirage. Okay? So use your discernment with a lot of things that are coming to you. A lot of good things are going to be coming to you. But you will also be tested, because, you know, the universe is always testing us. We're always being tested in one way or the other. So just be very careful that, you know, you use your discernment. Justice is coming. So for a lot of you who feel that, you know, you've gone through hell and back, and you didn't receive your justice, or justice just took forever. Justice is coming, and there is a Queen of Cups. Oh, sorry, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands that may be lurking. Okay, may be lurking for whatever reason to try to probably steal some of this stability. Okay, they may have talked bad about you. They may have said things that were not true. Definitely a lot of gossip, okay? This may be a sister, mother-in-law, sister-in-law. One more, please, and thank you. But you're going to be receiving the world, okay? You are, to your ancestors, you are the world, okay? Oop. You are the world. You are someone that they want to give this major prize, okay? They may have been celebrating that they were going to get this, which is not true. I feel like some of this energy, like a lot of readers are getting some of this energy over and over, and it's because it's like, this is like the last little bit, okay? And again, this is you. And not that you're the fool, but you're, again, you're seen as their child. They want you to, you know, just maintain that wonderful presence about you that looks at everything like a child, okay? You are their child. They have seen you, you know, go through it. They have seen you. This card doesn't even belong to this deck. This is from a completely different deck. Make sure that when you hear news or you hear something's going to happen. You know, someone's going to send you a message that you read between the lines, okay? You read between the lines. Yeah, there may be something that you're not quite seeing right now, but you're going to be moving into calmer waters, okay? So whatever it is, you know, whoever it is going to try to send you a message or call you, or, you know, you're going to see something on Instagram or whatever it may be. They're just trying to rock you. It's not going to, yeah, it's not even going to affect you. You're the High Priestess, regardless of gender, okay? You are the High Priestess. So all right, let's see, what messages? What can you tell me about this situation, Spirit? Okay, what can you tell me about this situation, please, and thank you. What messages do you have for the collective regarding this situation? The Phoenix, because you have risen like the Phoenix, okay? You have gone through it and then some. You know, you have gone through a lot of pain. You have learned those lessons, okay? This is a new phase for you, okay? And you've been feeling it, because if you are the High Priestess, you are well aware that this is, you're entering like a new phase. For some of you, you know, a lot of this may have started with a karmic relationship, okay, which hence the karmic debt. For some of you, this may be, you know, some sort of generational karmic relationship that may have followed you, you know, over and over, okay? For some of you, this person, you or this person may look at photos, okay? Or I'm hearing that the karmic may like one of your photos, or may like something to kind of stir up some sort of argument, okay, to say, hey, I'm here. Don't even bother. Don't respond. Don't instigate. Don't initiate. Just don't. Yeah, this is all dead in the water. They're just trying to be a nuisance at this point, okay? There is something about a soulmate. So, you know, your soulmate may be For some of you hearing, there is a soulmate that may be hindering things. Doesn't mean they're a high level soulmate, okay? We have different levels of soulmates. For some of us, you know, it could be a lower level soulmate that's coming in, or is still around. Maybe this person thought that your person was their soulmate, and they're not. Yeah, so right now you're still dealing with the empath and narcissist paradigm. You know, sometimes you need to learn some boundaries so that way, you know, people don't use you, okay? You know, you have felt like you were, you know, a key on a ring, you know, being used. So you need to put set your boundaries. You have learned, for a lot of you, I feel like you've learned to set boundaries. You've learned to end things accordingly. You're not an option. You learn that you're not an option. For some of you, you will be meeting someone new, okay? Yep. And for some of you, you know, this denotes either a past breakup or a recent breakup, okay? Let's see. What information can you tell me about this, please? What information can you tell me about this reading, please and thank you? Okay, let's see. You're more mature, okay, whether you're a woman or, you know, or a man, you're more mature. For a lot of you, you are a light worker, okay? So this is why, you know, you're an empath, a light worker. Some of you may have even dealt with job loss in the past. And for some of you, you may be dealing with or have dealt with an energy vampire, okay? So, you know, this person that may have been near you may have been draining you in many different ways, okay? And may have tried to keep you in some sort of weird karmic cycle, okay? Which is probably why the karmic may want to reach out, okay, to try to, like, keep someone in a cycle. One more, please, and thank you. Thank you. Yep. For a lot of you, someone was, you know, stealing your energy, okay? Not only stealing your energy, but your resources and taking it back to the karmic. You know, an old lover, this may have been an old lover, that's someone that you were with in the past. Okay, they were very arrogant. And they regret what they've done. Now, are they willing to take accountability? That's, you know, right now they're thinking about all the bullshit they've done. You know, this was an old player. An old player. And you may have had a sacred union at one time with this person, okay? And a karmic, you know, came in between the two of you. This person is jealous of the two of you, okay? Not just yet jealous of you, jealous of the two of you. For some of you, you may need to spend a little bit more time in your altar, you know, and you know, and you may already do it. They just want to spend more time with you, you know. Their family, they want to spend more time with you. It's like, you know, seeing your mom and dad, and, you know, they can never get enough of you, you know. They just want to hear from you, you know, and your ancestors in spirit always want to hear the good and the bad. Don't just reach out to them when things are bad. You know, when you lost your job, you broke up with someone, you know, you broke a toe. You know, they want to hear all the good things. You know, I got my hair done. You know, I'm having a baby. I got a promotion. They want to hear everything, okay? Think of them as, you know, like a nosy ant, okay? That's how I kind of like to describe them sometimes. They want to know everything, you know, they want to know the good, the bad, and in between. So that way they feel closer to you and they know you, okay? And for a lot of you, they're going to be helping you with a either past lover or a current lover, okay? They may want to help you find that significant person. And this past person may have a few attachments, a few demonic attachments, okay? And it could be, you know, the karmic, it may be just that, a demon that's trying to attach. Right now, you've been thinking about a lot of things in your past. You know, you may be thinking about how the hell did you make it from point A to point B, okay? And it was because you are a gift from God, okay? You are a gift from God. And the universe and your ancestors, your entire lineage, they're rooting for you and they want to protect you and they want to give you the best, okay? This person may be or still is or was in devil energy, okay? They may have, you know, everything was about money, prestige, you know, all the lower level stupid shit that ends up breaking a contract, okay? One more, please, and, okay. One more, please, and thank you. For a lot of you, you're going to be getting a new job. Congratulations. Because you are a generational curse breaker, okay? That was a long way to say what we just said, but you are a generational curse breaker, okay? You are someone that is very loved. You are someone that is very well taken care of. And, you know, Spirit just wants you to keep going. Let's see, what advice do they have for you? What advice do you have for the collective? Thank you. You know, they understand that a lot of times this has caused you to be emotionally withdrawn, okay? And they see that you've made a huge sacrifice, you know, for your lineage. They want you to protect your crown chakra, okay? So some of you maybe need to cover up, sage, you know, ground yourself a little bit better. Because you are triumphant, okay? You have walked the walk and have met many, many challenges, and you're going to be triumphant at the end of the day. I hope this message resonated with you. Please hit share and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care.